Richard Norton Bacon may have left the building, but he was sure to leave us laughing after reading his funny obituary. Richard Norton Bacon, aka Rick, of Lumberton, has left the building. His friends will tell you he's in a better place. The rest will say they can smell the bacon burning. He is stress-free and at peace. The curtain came down on Thursday night at Southeastern Regional Medical Center. He is survived by his loving wife of 29 years, Candace Smith Bacon. He is also survived by his son Jonathan Bacon and wife Beth of High Point, daughter Melody Curse of Rock Hill, South Carolina, and son Brian Curse and wife Liz of Raleigh. 5 grandchildren made his life better with their visits. Rick loved dogs. Trixie, Richie, James Brown Beans, and Mr. Wu were the last in a long line of hairy hogs that share his bed and his affection. He was born in Auburn, New York, July 16, 1947, the son of the late Elizabeth Dunster Bacon and Frederick Neil Bacon. He was also predeceased by a brother, Ted. He drifted south from upstate New York in 1962 to the mountains of North Carolina, where he graduated without honors in the class of 65 at East Yancey High School. After one undistinguished year at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, Rick enlisted in the United States Air Force. He became a Morse intercept operator and spent 2.5 years overseeing Turkey and Italy. After another failed college attempt at Mars Hill College, Rick got his start in media at WKYK Radio. In Burnsville, North Carolina, from radio it was on to newspaper, where Rick spent 26 years publishing newspapers, moving from state to state looking for a town that would keep him. From Spruce Pine, North Carolina to Barnesville, South Carolina to Lake City, Florida. He survived buying a Buick LeSabre, the official car of geezers, and a heart attack that convinced him it was time to leave Florida unless he wanted to die young. He headed back to North Carolina to live and work in Rockingham and Liberton, where he had a good life. Rick was a Rotarian for over 25 years. He served as president of the Rockingham Rotary Club in 2012 to 2013 and was proud of the work that the Rotary did in the community and around the world. He was a 2-time Paul Harris Fellow. In March of 2014, Rick was diagnosed with lung cancer. He celebrated with yet another trip to a Cincinnati Reds game. If you knew Rick, you knew that he was a loyal Reds fan since the late 50s, without ever living a day in Ohio. He often said, "There's no explaining taste." Cremation will take place at the family's convenience, and his ashes will be kept in an urn, passed from family member to family member until no one can remember what's in the jar. Everyone who remembers Rick is asked to celebrate his life in their own ways, telling a "he wasn't so bad" or "what an ass" story of their choosing. Boiled shrimp and a beverage of your choice should be part of any celebration. Instead of flowers, Rick would hope that you would do an unexpected act of kindness for some less fortunate soul. Rick liked to buy food for the car behind him in the drive-through lane, or a meal for a military couple. If he could do it without them knowing who paid, that's a lot cheaper than flowers. A memorial luncheon in Rick's honor will be held at Pier 41 in Liberton on Saturday, August 23, 2014, from 1 to 3 p.m. at Pier 41 Seafood. Adult beverage will be followed at Window Candy's house at Camellias Lane. To the crooks reading this, we left an armed guard and the 4 killer dogs home from the luncheon. If you come to steal, they will hurt you.